Imagine a future where the roar of an engine is replaced by the hum of electric motors, where gas stations are relics of the past and the air is clean from reduced emissions. That's the promise the electric vehicle revolution held for us. But beneath the surface of record-breaking sales and technological marvels, a surprising twist unfolds. The electric tide is wavering, the momentum is slowing down. What's happening to the electric dream? From bustling city streets to silent showrooms, whispers of change are turning into conversations. The EV market, once the darling of the auto industry, is hitting unexpected roadblocks. This isn't just a blip on the radar, it's a signal that something deeper is at play. The numbers are starting to tell a different story. So what's causing the slowdown? Is it a temporary stall or a sign of a deeper shift in the market?
Well, in business news, the electric vehicle sector is going through a downturn that has sparked concern among some car makers and suppliers about the viability of the market. The exponential industry growth of recent years has slowed and prices commanded by EV makers have weakened.
The electric vehicle market, once propelled by a tailwind of innovation and optimism, now confronts an unexpected shift. Per Reuters, the EV boom has been tempered by high interest rates, challenging the transition to electric mobility. The rapid ascent we've witnessed, marked by record sales and technological breakthroughs, is facing a potential inflection point. As we parse through the recent data, a complex narrative emerges. On one hand, sales are still growing, with over 300,000 units hitting the road in the United States in the last quarter, as per a Cox Automotive report. Europe and China are also witnessing continued growth, albeit at a decelerated pace. Yet against the backdrop of these gains, there's a growing dissonance. The iShares self-driving EV and tech exchange traded fund has seen a significant dip, reflecting investor sentiments on the EV industry's outlook. Inventory buildups are becoming more noticeable. Where once there was scarcity, now there's a surplus, suggesting a disconnect between production and demand. This has prompted industry giants like General Motors to pivot, with GM's CEO Mary Barra announcing steps to enhance profitability and adjust to the slowing growth, as per her statement to analysts. The confluence of these trends signifies a moment of recalibration. Tesla's CEO Elon Musk, citing concerns over the high interest rate environment and its impact on affordability, has signaled a more measured approach to expansion plans. The collective caution among automakers mirrors the broader uncertainty that looms over the market. In this landscape of contradictions, it is essential to peel back the layers of data to discern whether we're at a juncture of temporary pause or the onset of a deeper market shift. Insights from industry leaders, financial trends, and consumer behavior will chart the course of the EV sector, now at a crossroads of economic headwinds and technological promise. A closer examination of the EV market reveals subtle yet telling signs of a slowdown. According to recent observations by Reuters, there's an inventory buildup that's not typical for an industry that once struggled to keep up with demand. These burgeoning stockpiles suggest a cooling off, a deceleration that's more pronounced than the usual ebb and flow of the auto market. Moreover, industry giants are exhibiting caution. General Motors and Honda, as reported, have dissolved a joint venture aimed at producing affordable EVs, indicating a strategic retreat. The decision reflects a broader trend where automakers are no longer racing to outpace each other in production targets, but are instead re-evaluating their ambitions in light of current market conditions. Analysts are taking note of the slowing sales growth, which has been a departure from the previously ascending trajectory. This shift is palpable in the market performance of EV-related stocks, with the iShares self-driving EV and tech ETF witnessing a steep decline over recent months, far outpacing the downturn seen in broader indices. The implications of these signs are multifaceted. On the consumer front, there is a growing divergence between the initial enthusiasm for electric mobility and the actual sales figures coming in. This gap suggests that potential buyers might be hesitating, possibly due to the high upfront costs and interest rates that are making EVs less attainable for the average consumer. Additionally, the limited charging infrastructure and the persistent concern over driving range are still significant barriers that the industry needs to address. These developments point to a complex set of challenges that the EV sector must navigate. While it's too early to declare the EV boom over, the emerging signs suggest that the road ahead may be more nuanced and less predictable than the straightforward path of growth once projected. The industry's response to these signs will be critical in determining the trajectory of the EV revolution in the years to come. The deceleration in the EV market's growth curve isn't without reason. A mosaic of factors comes into play, each contributing to the current state of affairs. The consumer mindset is a labyrinth of perceptions and concerns. According to a JD Power study, range anxiety still haunts the corridors of potential buyers' decisions, deterring them from embracing EVs wholeheartedly. High sticker prices coupled with soaring interest rates, as noted by Bloomberg, are another hurdle. The financial outlay for an EV remains a significant barrier for many, even as they nod to the environmental and technological superiority of electric mobility. The market itself is a creature of habit and cycles. A Bloomberg report suggests that the first wave of early adopters has plateaued, leading to a gap between the initial consumer enthusiasm and actual purchase decisions. This gap is widened by economic uncertainty, which causes potential buyers to hold on to their wallets tighter than before. For automakers, the challenges are as practical as they are strategic. Selling EVs has proven to be a different beast compared to manufacturing them. Dealers, too, express skepticism about an all-EV future, often citing concerns over profitability and infrastructure readiness, as outlined by CNBC. Policies and regulations have been both a boon and a bane for the EV market, while emission targets and fuel economy standards, as per the New York Times, have nudged the industry forward. The inconsistency and uncertainty in financial incentives have left both consumers and manufacturers in a state of flux. This intricate web of causes suggests that the EV market slowdown is not a simple narrative of diminished interest, but a complex interaction of societal, economic, and policy-driven factors. Unraveling these threads will be key to understanding the future trajectory of electric mobility. As we stand at the crossroads of today's challenges and tomorrow's opportunities, the future of the EV industry is ripe with potential, yet clouded by uncertainties. Industry experts, drawing on patterns from the past and present, are cautiously optimistic about the long-term prospects of electric mobility. The road ahead for EVs is expected to be one of gradual but inevitable change. Forecast by Bloomberg New Energy Finance suggests that despite current headwinds, the sales of electric vehicles are set to rise, with EVs anticipated to represent a significant portion of global vehicle sales by 2040. This projection is underpinned by the expectation that battery costs will continue to decline, making EVs increasingly competitive with internal combustion engine vehicles. However, the pace of growth is contingent upon several critical factors. The expansion of charging infrastructure is paramount. As per the U.S. Department of Energy, the development of more widespread and accessible charging options will alleviate range anxiety and support the transition to electric vehicles. Moreover, consumer perceptions are likely to evolve as more people experience the benefits of EVs firsthand, which could accelerate adoption rates. Government policies will also play a decisive role. The enactment of stricter emission regulations, the continuation of subsidies, and support for renewable energy integration into the grid are policies that, if pursued consistently, could provide a stable framework for the EV market to thrive. Initiatives such as the European Green Deal are indicative of the direction that policy could take to facilitate this transition. Yet, amid these predictions, the EV industry must navigate immediate obstacles. The balance between maintaining momentum in innovation and addressing the economic realities faced by consumers will be a delicate one. It is a balance that will determine whether the next chapter in the story of electric mobility is one of resurgence or retrenchment. As the narrative unfolds, the collective actions of policymakers, industry players, and consumers will write the definitive story of the EV industry's future, a story that promises to redefine our relationship with transportation. In the journey through the electric vehicle industry's landscape, we've witnessed the shifting contours of a market in motion. From the heady days of breakneck growth to the current plateau, the EV narrative is as dynamic as it is unpredictable. We began with a retrospective glance at the EV boom, a period where optimism charged the air and sales soared. Yet we've seen this momentum wane, confronted by an inventory buildup and a recalibration of automaker strategies in response to slowing sales growth. Exploring the causes, we've delved into consumer apprehensions, market saturation, industry challenges, and the wavering winds of government policies, all interwoven threads that have contributed to the present slowdown. Looking to the horizon, the future holds both promises and pitfalls. Projections suggest a rebound, but the speed of recovery will hinge on a confluence of factors: advancements in technology, changes in consumer mindset, and critically, the direction of policy. In reflecting on this complex tapestry, one must wonder, what role will each of us play in shaping the EV industry's journey forward? Will consumer demand surge as technology overcomes current barriers, or will economic factors keep the brakes on this electric revolution? Thank you for watching until the end. Please leave a like for the video, and until next time, keep pondering the possibilities that lie on the roads ahead.